Deathstroke Inc. Issue 6. Matt, you're on your own for this one, I think. Let's cover it.
Yeah,
Tell us how terrible it is.
made a big mistake. So King Deathstroke now, because he's sitting on a throne. This book makes no sense. Just in the, I understand that Williamson wanted to set up his own thing, but it really felt like at the beginning this was going to be Canary and Slade setting up with Trust, but it just kind of gets all that out of the way now. And it was almost as if the first, what issue is this? 6? It's almost as if like the first 5 issues were just a prelude to now the story that he wants to tell, which is a weird thing, because this really felt like it could have been 3 issues worth of stuff. And yeah, sure, we got some fun little adventures like Deathstroke in space and the Cheetah Kingdom and all of that stuff, but they're in the Ghost Zone, and Deathstroke's sitting on the throne after he's killed Calculator, and they're surrounded by the Society, and he sends them after Canary, who fights through them, and she tries to call out to Oracle, and because she reaches this edge of this cliff. Well, she's not in the Ghost Zone. Excuse me. They're back in that castle, and she's trying to get to Canary. Deathstroke shows up and you know, is like, oh well, I'll call him off. You know, you've earned my respect and whatnot. And that he said that you know, she's all confused by this. He's like, well, you heard what Calculator said. You know, he's done all the math. It's good versus evil. It's not that simple. You know, we don't want to have another, you know, Legion of Doom situation. So the best way I can do is take control of it myself. And at the beginning, I said that, you know, I had to make a choice if I want to be good or bad. Well, this is me. If I want to be a hero or a villain, and this is me making that decision. But I want you with me. We need a balance. And she turns him down and dives off the cliff into the water. Whereas I think it's Count Vertigo comes up and starts yelling at Slade. He turns around and just shoots him, which again is funny. But Canary shows up with the Hollow Justice to the Justice League. She's all looking all rough and beat up. Tells them what's going on. They storm this castle. They're gone, of course, but they have left a like a photo like a painting on the wall, and it's teasing their history that they were on. You know, him and Slade and Canary were on the same team way back. That's what the whole Team 7 book. So I guess Williamson's pulling from that, but it's a picture of them. But he's left the mask over Canary's face, and that they need to, you know, locate him before this gets out of control. So the Slade takes the Society into Zandia, which I think was the country from Batwing, and forces them all to suit up into like Deathstroke-like suits. He's sitting on this throne, and it goes to 2 shadows up on a roof, and it turns out that it's Ravager and Respawn, and that every once in a while Deathstroke goes nuts, but he needs his family to pull him back from the edge, and it ends with them. So I'm curious to see where that plot line goes, which I'm sure we'll get in the next issue, which I'm going to read because I hate myself. Like, I'm in for Shadow War.
And then come back, can you?
No, I can't. I've done this before. But yeah, the art is Pentalena, which is very Howard Porter-esque, but like kind of everything I don't like about Howard Porter. But as you said, Connor pointed out, it's also a little bit like what's his name from Sideways? Rockefort.
Rockefort, yeah. That's how I always described him, Jordan.
Yeah, heavy lines. The faces are very angular, and just, you know.
It's Rockefort, but Rockefort has a sense of motion that makes things flow.
And these are very
blocky. Very stilted.
and posed and yeah. So like, I not enjoying this book. Just the going from reading this to some of the other Williamson stuff, it's like whiplash because this is like the writing on this is not good. Everything moves so quick, and it just seems like Williamson's pulling stuff out of the top of his head. And like when you read Robin, it feels like there's a plan there. And here is like I understand that the point was to set up, you know, trust, and the book was always called Deathstroke Inc. But it just felt like he's just pulling this, you know, now Slade's gonna run the society, and that's what Deathstroke Inc. is, but he wants to set things on his own terms. And I just hope Shadow War clarifies a lot of this, you know, because I can't imagine the League coexisting with the society. Like they seem to be wanting the same things, you know. So I don't know. Just when I think like I want a Deathstroke book, it goes as Connor handed it earlier, nonsense, and it just bums me out. You know, I like Williamson and I like Deathstroke and Canary. It's a character that I want more of, and it's just this is a mess. So yes, I will keep reading this so you guys don't have to. At least until Shadow War starts.
In which case, then we have to.
Well, I mean you guys. I also mean the listeners and viewers.
And they all have to as well because
so I'm
reading Batman.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this 4.5. I'm not enjoying it.
Well, that is pretty
Rare
hard.
low rating from Matt. That.
Yeah.